It is time to kick off the Upcycle IoT Design Challenge. My project is going to avoid tossing this ancient PC into the trash by hacking it apart and upcycling, salvaging, recycling, reusing, upgrading, modifying, recreating, and reimagining all the various bits and pieces. And you can see that it's a pretty obsolete machine. The display uses a VGA connector, which is no longer found on modern computers. The keyboard and mouse both use these PS2 DIN style connectors, which are also not found on modern PCs. And the audio system uses a 3.5mm jack. And nowadays everything is going Bluetooth or optical connection or USB. Some of this stuff might still be useful even though it's old. The display is, 1280 by 1024 or something like that. It's got this 5:4 aspect ratio, which is no longer the in thing, but it still works. And of course the big woofer over here is something you don't find on most computers these days. It's bound to give you better bass than most of these small speakers in laptops or cell phones. But it takes up a lot of room and a lot of power, and I'm still going to make use of all this stuff in this project. So we'll dive right in the next little video where I'm going to show a quick hit on what I can do with this stuff. One thing I rediscovered is how nice it is to use a full-size keyboard with full travel keys. This thing is really solid and it does not flex when you type on it. I just may have to go back to using this when I'm doing some serious typing. The components that are part of this design challenge kit haven't come in yet from Microchip, but there's lots of things I can do to start taking this apart and looking at what we can do with all the bits and pieces that are inside this computer. There are some obvious things I can do with the power supply, but the rest are going to have to wait until I hack it apart.